Righto, so today's job is we are installing a fish finder Garmin Striker on our Tinny over there. Apologies if you can't hear me very well, it is very windy here today. Anyway, this is the unit. Looks pretty killer really, doesn't it? I'm still yet to sort out what sort of power source I want for it, so I've just hooked it up to a couple of blade terminals at the moment that I'm just going to stick it onto a little battery that I'm borrowing out of our breakaway system out of the caravan. Anyways, I've got this slide mount here. Hang on. I'm going to use a slide mount so that I can mount the transducer like this on the boat, and then when we're not using it I can raise it up so it's not going to hit on the ground on the bottom and break. Anyway, see how we go. So it came with this little template that you stick on the boat with that corner there, and then you screw that on so it sits like this. But because I'm using the slide bracket, that's not actually going to work for me, so I'm just going to have to do it the old fashioned way with a level or a straight bar. Picked these screws up from the local hardware shop in town, and we're not near any major towns, so I had to just go to the local one, right? $12.80 for a pack of 4 stainless steel screws with washers and nuts. Whew. So we've got the transducer mounted to the slide bracket. Now the only thing I've got to do is lock tight those bolts that I haven't yet, but I'll do it once it's all fitted up and see what it looks like on the boat. How good. So I'm just using a bit of 291 Sigaflex. It's a marine adhesive sealant and it's white, so even better. Just what I had in the ute. Making sure we get the bottom, because the bottom's got like a little pin here to stop the transducer from sliding all the way down. And I'm just going to put it over the holes and then one big blob straight down the line, so that can also hold it on if the screws ever come off, which I don't think they will, but better be safe than sorry, I reckon, considering we're out on the ocean. Like that, like that. Another thing that helps with the Sigaflex as well is when you push it through, the Sigaflex will hold it on so you can get time to get the nuts and bolts on. You don't have to stand there just holding it. And just like that, we got the slide bracket mounted, the transducer onto the mount, and I've thread locked them. Enough sealant on there to hopefully hold the boat together, so that should be right. And now all we got to do is slide that down. I've got to get the angle right on the transducer here, but then that just locks off there. That's solid. And then when I'm transporting, I can either raise it up, lock it in there so it's not going to hit the bottom of the boat when I lift it onto the roof, or I can just take it out completely, which I think is what I'll do. Then it can't get pinched either. Yeah, How good. Hopefully it works now. And now we got leave that to dry for tonight. It's really windy here today, so I'm not going to get out on the boat this afternoon. Let that dry overnight and then we should be sweet. I can worry about setting the battery up in the boat. All right. And just like that, we have got the fish finder mounted. I've got the transducer all mounted up on the boat, and with the here's the transducer on a slide bracket, and then the monitor I've just actually screwed into there, into the seat, and that's going to be a good spot, I think. And then I still yet to work out where I'm putting the battery. I've seen the ones you can get that use a Makita like drill battery, and I've got plenty of them, so I'm thinking I might just buy an adapter for one of them and use that. But yeah, haven't quite worked that out yet. Anyway, it's all mounted up, should be good to go now.